Avocado farming secrets for 60% yield increase and 35% cost cutting. Secret number 5. That is pollination optimization, eliminating alternate bearing. Understanding avocado's unique flowering biology. Avocado pollination represents one of the crop's most fascinating and yield-limiting aspects because it is usually synchronous dichogamous flowering system that virtually guarantees inadequate self-pollination unless properly managed, creating the alternate bearing nightmare where trees produce heavily one year, depleting reserves, then produce minimally the next year. Yet proper pollination management transforms these biological constraints into consistent annual production. Understanding the system is critical. Avocados exhibit type A or type B flowering, where flowers open twice over 2 days, functioning as female, that is receptive stigma, during one opening, and male, releasing pollen during the other. With the type A flowers opening fuel in the morning of day 1, closing, then opening male in afternoon of day 2, while type B or type B flowers open female in afternoon of day 1, then closing, then opening male in morning of day 2. This means type A flowers are never simultaneously male and female, requiring cross-pollination from type B varieties and vice versa for optimal fruit sets. Additionally, synchronization depends on weather. Cool, cloudy conditions disrupt normal opening patterns, creating overlap that allows self-pollination but reduces overall pollination efficiency. The economic implications are dramatic. Orchards planted with single variety, that is pure hash, pure fit, etc., typically achieve between 0.1 to 0.5% fruit set, that is between 1 to 5 fruits per set per 1,000 flowers, producing between 8 to 12 tons per hectare on years, then between 2 to 5 tons in off years, creating income roller coasters, while orchards with proper pollinizer mixing plus honeybee pollination achieves between 5 to 10% fruit set, producing consistent between 15 to 20 tons annually. The difference between 0.3% and 10% fruit set means the difference between 10 tons and 20 tons per hectare, which is $20,000 additional annual revenue from pollination optimization, costing just between $600,000 to $150,000 investment in pollinizers and beehives. Implementing effective pollination programs. Let's look at this. Pollinizer variety integration. For orchards being established, plant between 10 to 20% pollinizer variety of opposite flowering type, distributed throughout main variety. For hash type A, plant between 10 to 20% field, bacon or zutano or other type B variety is designated in designated rows every 5th to 6th row, or scattered individuals every 5th or 6th tree within rows, ensuring all main variety trees are within 50 meters of pollinizers. Effective bee foraging distance. This mixed planting creates pollen availability when main variety flowers are receptive, multiplying fruit set between 3 to 10 times compared to single variety blocks. Cost is moderate if 15% of planting is pollinizer, that is between 60 to 75 trees per hectare versus between 400 to 500 trees, costing an extra $0. Same total trees, just 15 different variety. For existing pure stand orchards, top work between 10 to 15% of trees, grafting or type B scions onto type A trees, or vice versa, creating mixed type orchards, requiring grafting expertise and between 2 to 3 years waiting for top worked limbs to produce significant flowers, but permanently solving pollination limitations. On plant pollinizer trees in gaps from mortality or establishing new pollinizers in row meadows, closer spacing than original planting specifically for pollination, accepting significantly high total density. Honeybee placement. Install 2 to 4 strong honeybee colonies per hectare during flowering period, typically between 4 to 8 weeks duration depending on climate and variety. Positioning hives within or immediately adjacent to the orchard. Bees forage reluctantly more than between 200 to 300 meters from hives in avocado orchards due to avocado flowers, low nectar rewards, ensuring hives are strong. 10 plus frames of bees and healthy, and coordinating hive placement with the beekeeper providing pollination services, typically costing between $60 to $100 per hive for between 6 to 8 week return rental. Proper honeybee pollination increases fruit set between 2 to 4 times, even with the proper pollinizer varieties, and between 5 to 15 times in pure stand orchards lacking pollinizers. The 240 or the between 240 to 480 per hectare pollination costs generate between $6,000 to $15,000 additional revenue through improved fruit set, making it arguably the single highest return input in avocado production. Let's look at bloom support. Ensure trees enter flowering period with adequate nutrition and moisture. Low stress, healthy trees produce more flowers and better fruit set. Avoid excessive nitrogen, which promotes vegetative growth at the expense of flowering. Ensure adequate bloom, that is between 1 to 2 kg B per hectare annually, which is critical for pollen viability and fruit set, and avoid pesticide applications during peak blooms. Insecticides can kill bees. Fungicides may damage flowers. Avocado farming secrets for 60% yield increase and 35% cost cutting. Secret number 6. Click the link on the description below to watch this inspiring secret. Thank you.